Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve GFG problem of the day, difference check. So in this problem, we have been given an array, and in that array we have some strings which represents the time of a day in a 24 hours format. What we have to do is we have to return the minimum difference between any two elements, not necessarily in a continuous manner, and we have to return the difference in seconds. So here if you see, the hour and minutes are same, only difference is in seconds. So 15 and 45, though, so the difference is 30 seconds. In this example, if you see, there is 001 and there is 23, 59, 59. So what happens after 23, 59, 59? It comes 00 and then 01. So that case also we have to consider, like after night it would be reset to 00. So that also we have to consider, and in this case the minimum difference is between this and this. So after like night, there is the difference of 2, like after 23:59 there would be 00, 00 and 00, and then 0000 and 0. So there is a difference of 2, so we can return 2 in this case. So let's move ahead and let's see how to solve this problem. So before we move ahead to its solution, I want to have you some knowledge, like in a day there are 24 hours, and in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, and in 1 minute there is 60 seconds. I hope you already know. And in a day, if there is 24 hours, I want to convert it into seconds in a day. So 24 hours into 60, if I do, this is minute, but I don't want minute. Again, I multiply it with 60. So this is a second. So it would be 24 into 3600, which is around 86,400 seconds. So in a day, there are 86,400 seconds. So what we are going to do in this problem, that we can convert every hour, everything to seconds. So this 0000 and 01 would be 1 second. Then this would be 86,399. Like how we can convert it, like 23 into 60 into 60, because it is hour, plus 59 into 60 because it is minute, and then plus 59. So if we do calculate it, it would come around 86,399. But let's see. So we have been given 23, 59, and then again 59. So if we calculate it, it comes around 86,399. And next time, what is there is 00005. So everything is 00, only this is 5. So we can say it would be 5 seconds. Now after this, what we can do is, after converting everyone into seconds, we can sort it. So if we sort it in ascending order, there would be 1, 5 and 8, 6, 3, 9. And here what we can do is, we can start from the second element and we can check the difference. So 5 minus 1. So in starting, let's say our minimum difference in a day would, I will initialize it to 86,400, because this is the maximum in a day what we can get. So if you see here like this, now what we can do is, so this is minimum, but we can initialize it to maximum, like if it cannot go below this. Now 5 and 1, there is a difference of 4, and since my minimum is bigger than 4, I will update my minimum with 4. Now 86,399 minus 5, that would be 86,399 minus 5, that is 4. 86,394. I will see my minimum is smaller, I will not do anything, and I have completed traversing. But as we saw in this case, the output is 2, and where we are missing is this part. From this part, it will go to this part. So what we are missing is this. So what we can do is, see, we have already considered this backward difference. Now just we have to consider this and this difference. So in the end, whenever we come out of our loop, we will check what is at the ending and what is at the starting and their difference. But if you see, their difference is also not going to give us lesser than 5. So how we can do it? So it is not much difficult. So if you see, this is 1 and this is 99. So you just do nothing. Add 86,400 plus 1 minus 86,399. So why we are adding 86,400? Because after the end, we have to come here and to compare it with the first one, we have to add this in our answer, because after that it is getting reset to 0. But to compare it with this, we have to add 86,400 in the first. So just at the end, just compare it with this one, and then we can return our answer. So by comparing it, 86,400 plus 1 minus 86,399, we get 2. And since that 2 is lesser than minimum, so we will update our minimum with 2, and then we will return 2 as our answer. So this is our first approach. It is let's try to code it up. We will come up with another approach, and then we will code that also. So let me go to the code editor. So here what we will do is, first we will have to have a second for every time. So let me run a loop in this array. What we want to do is we want to store it. So let me create int array, int I would say seconds array is equals to, and its size would be the same as this array size. And now every time I come here, what I want to do is I want to have a second. So how I can do that? Let me write a function. And it will take a string. So what these seconds will be doing, it will take a string and it will convert it to seconds. So how we can do it? So Java provides a method time.split, and we can split it by this. So what it will do is, see there is 12, then this column. So we are splitting it. So what it will do is, in the string, it will store something like this. First is 12, then it will store 30, then it will store this 15. Like this it will store, definitely they will be in string format. So like this this split will be going to return us like this. So let me comment it down, this part. So now after splitting, we have to do hour. So our hour will be this. So sp of 0, but we want it like we want to do into 3600, right? For hour we do, for hour we convert it to minute, then that's why we multiply it with 60, then again we want to convert it to second, then again we want to multiply it with 60. So for hour we do multiply by 3600. So we need it in integer. So I will do integer dot parse int and sp of 0 like this. The same thing I can do with minute, and this time it will be sp of 1, and let me name it with minutes, so short form m. The same thing I will do it for second. So second integer dot parse int sp of 2. Now I will do return. What I will do, h into 3600 plus m into 60 plus whatever the second is. So that is I am converting the time to seconds. So now here what I will do is, in my second array I will store that value second of I equals to whatever we have here, like whatever is getting returned from here after converting it. So I will call this function there. Now what I will pass it, array of I. So if after everything is converted, what we can do is we can sort it. So arrays dot sort, and whom we want to sort is our second array. So set. Now nothing, just run a loop for I is equals to 1, I is less than array dot length, then I plus plus. I is equals to 1, I is less than array dot length, I plus plus, and after this, what we have to do is we have to keep looking back and check the minimum difference. So let me create int minimum difference, mindy, and that would be initialized to 86,400 because in a day it is the maximum that we can get. So what we will do is we will keep looking back and checking the minimum difference. So now let me int difference, let me declare it int difference is equals to array of I minus array of. So I will be checking minimum difference in my second array. So that's second array of I minus array of I minus 1. And every time I will keep updating with it with my minimum difference. Now minimum difference is equals to math dot minimum of minimum difference comma whatever we are getting the difference. So in this way my minimum difference would be keep on updating. So after coming out of this loop, there was one case that we missed. From ending to starting we have to consider. So from ending to starting, nothing, just again we will calculate int last difference, and that would be nothing but second of array dot length minus 1. So what I was doing 86,400 plus I, I was adding this at 86,400 to starting. So, and I was subtracting the last one. So let me add the first starting one. So starting one would be stored at second of zero. Second of zero I was doing, then subtracting the last one, and then again I have to update my min difference. So min difference is equals to again math dot minimum of min difference comma whatever is there in my last difference. So that's it. Now just return min difference and let's compile it. So that's the only thing that we have to do in this answer. This is line number 10 for int I is equals to 1. So let me compile it again. And it got stuck. Okay, so let's do this. Let's compile it again. Okay, this should be small a. So let's compile it once again. So it is giving expected output. Let me submit it. And it's getting submitted. So it would have one more solution, which I'll be explaining it in another video because I don't want to make the length of the video very long. But if we consider its time and space complexity, so it would be, since we are sorting, so it would be O n log n. And after like sorting, what we are doing is we are running a loop again. So O n log n plus we can say O of n. And space complexity, this array of size n we are creating, so space complexity would be big of n. So I hope you got the solution. If you got the solution, you can like the video, and we can optimize it further, that I'll be uploading. So you can go to the I button and you can see that video.